Hi, Aquarius. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading for my sun, moon, rising, and Venus, and any cross watcher. Today is a twin flame reading, and we're going to ask Spirit, what's the vibe? What is going on in this connection? What is my twin thinking and feeling? Where is this connection headed? Any guidance Spirit has, things to think about. So let's get started. Let's call in our spirit guides. Please share with me, Spirit. What is it that you have for us? What is it that you need us to know? I am listening for you now. I have mind games. Immature. There you go. Oh boy, that's a big one. Okay, so immaturity. That comes up a lot. You know, just this feeling of I just wish they would grow up. Mind games comes up a lot too. That, you know, what are they doing? And the one thing about twin flames is, who do they think they're kidding? Because you see right through those games. You've got their number. So it's almost like, I don't know who they're kidding. I've got a cold shoulder, giving you the cold shoulder. Now that came into me as, you're not giving me what I want, like a little kid. So I'm going to pout. I'm going to pout. I'm going to pull away. I'm going to give you the cold shoulder. I'm going to give you the silent treatment for a couple of days. That's a big one. And I'm going to just see if you then behave yourself in some way. So I don't like cold shoulders. I don't like mind games. I don't like silent treatments. That's the worst, because it's, you know, if you want to be mad at me, be mad at me. Tell me you're mad. Scream at me. I don't care, but don't just not talk to me. That's so disrespectful. It's not even funny. I have snooping, stalking, and snooping on your social media. Getting a tarot reading. I like that. Getting tarot readings about you. Maybe they are, maybe they aren't. How about they're watching? They're watching tarot readings about you. They want answers. They want to know, you know, what you could be thinking and feeling. Sick and tired. Boy, we just had this in the last reading, and it's this feeling of I don't know how much more I can take, right? You get to a point where you're like, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. And I don't know how much more I can take. So if they're giving you the silent treatment, and they're giving you the cold shoulder because they're not happy with something that you've said or done, or you're not, like I said, somehow behaving yourself. It's not working out in their favor, Spirit just said. Then they've got to set their priorities a little bit differently here. There's a sense of envy. That's interesting. Is your twin jealous of you? That happens. Do you have a better job? Do you make more money? Are you more successful? Do you have better relationships with your kids? Are you healthier? So your twin could be envious of you, and they don't know how to be you. They don't know how to get there. And it's not a competition, Spirit just said. It's a relationship. It's a love relationship. But maybe this person's self-image is somehow comparing themselves to you as that mirror twin without coming out and saying it. That's interesting. I have hiding their true feelings. Secretly in love with you, but they're cold and detached. So are they pulling away? But of course they still love you. You know they still love you, and it's a feeling of they always come back. That's how it just came into me. So you probably, many of you could be in some kind of separation, but it is a feeling of they always come back. I have thinking of you, missing you. So maybe they can only handle, you know, a few days away from you, or they do the no contact for a couple of days. You don't hear from them. It feels like a pattern. It feels like something that they do. you know, this pattern of behavior of I give you the cold shoulder for a day, and then, I don't know, I come back to being normal again. So I feel like it's some kind of pattern of behavior that they do. I have a moon. I feel like this person has a lot of personal fears that they don't talk about, whether it's I'm not where I want to be at this stage in my life, I don't make the income I want, I'm not as successful as I should be, people judge me, or I feel like they look at me a different way. There's a lot of fears and insecurities is how I feel. King of Swords. I have a King of Cups. And I have a Four of Cups. That came into me as they used to always tell you how much they loved you. They used to always tell you how important you were to them. And it had tremendous meaning to you. And as I went into that Four of Cups, it was like, I don't hear that anymore. Or I don't remember the last time they told me how important I was to them. So when did that stop and why? And is that acceptable? That your twin isn't telling you that, you know, they're still attracted to you, or they still, you know, they don't want anybody else. I have a Knight of Cups. It was probably very, very romantic. This is probably the most romantic connection you've ever had. No doubt in my mind. Making love is off the charts. The chemistry is off the charts. I don't want to be with anybody else. Nobody compares to this person. So I have no doubt in my mind about that. But when did it stop that you were hearing those things and feeling those things? So this Page of Pentacles, I feel like I'm just trying to pick up the pieces. I feel like I'm trying to get my arms around some new things. Like maybe we have to try some new things. Maybe we have to, I'm going to say try again, do things differently, things like that. I have a Judgment. This person has a very odd sense of how they think people look at them. Now, when you get older, like me, you don't care what people think of you. If people don't like you, you say, all right, well, they don't like me for whatever reason. That doesn't bother me one way or another. They're not meant to be in my life. They're not meant to be in my energy. That's how I see it. But this person evaluates their self-worth based on like a popularity contest. So unless they're some kind of public figure, or it's important in their business that they have lots of people that like them, sales, I don't know, they're moving up in positions. But I feel like they always are on show, or they feel like they have to be a certain personality to get other people's approval. So they're not at a place in their own maturity to say, I don't care what other people think. Maybe you are. Maybe you're much more mature. Because I do feel like at some age you say, I don't care what people think of me. I don't care. You should see the hate comments I get sometimes on my YouTube channel. I'm like, who are you? You know, millions of people are watching me. I mean, you're going to put a post on my comments and that's going to affect me? It doesn't affect me. I delete you. You mean that means nothing to me. I'm gonna, you know, look and read the people who are saying, thank you, Kathy. This feels good. This made me feel good. You know, so there's something about your person that they're afraid that people are judging them. Setting clear boundaries. Okay, some space, some time. Maybe we have to have better boundaries. Spiritual work and self-discovery. Yeah, maybe your person has to go on a little bit of a soul journey. Who am I? What's important to me? You know, like, I am okay. I'm wonderful the way I am. I love myself. Maybe they need to love themselves more. Maybe they didn't learn to love themselves. Too much to think about. This person definitely overthinks. They overthink what you say, what somebody else says, how somebody looked at them, overanalyzing a text message. What do you think they meant by this? This person definitely puts way too much thought into what others are doing, thinking, and saying. And maybe that's been driving you crazy. It's like, I can't analyze this with you. You've got to let some of this stuff go. You can't control what other people think and feel. You can't control what other people say. No ordinary love. I've never felt this way. That's true. It's just so complicated. It doesn't have to be complicated. We've made it complicated in some way. Either the mind games, the cold shoulder, the pattern, there's some kind of repeat pattern that has made it complicated. Karma. Karma is at work here. Getting rid of some karma. And deep, dark times and isolation and needing time alone. So that's interesting because do they take that silent treatment? Now, masculine energy has to go and be alone. I think that that's how man caves became invented and sheds and garages for men who have to go and be alone for hours. I don't know what they do in those sheds. I don't know what they're doing in the basements. I don't know what they're doing in their man caves. And they just kind of zone out. And what they're really doing is they're rejuvenating. They can only handle so much, whereas feminine energy actually does better when they're surrounded by people. We all need our alone time too, but feminine energy typically does better when we are in a group and we're conversing and we're sharing, okay? So that masculine energy who needs time to be alone, is it their way of saying in this relationship, I'm just trying to chill out, I'm just trying to rejuvenate because I don't want to say something I'm going to regret? So is that what they're doing? And if that's the case, then you have to say, well, don't give me the silent treatment. Just tell me you need to spend a few hours alone. Don't just ignore me. You know, tell me what you're doing and why. And okay, go out tonight with your friends, you know, because you just want to kind of kick back and have a couple of beers and hang out. But don't not talk to me. We must remember that we are gods and goddesses and work to embody that energy. We're both important is how it just came into me. Okay. We're both important in this connection. No one person is better than the other. And maybe that's been an ongoing, you know, situation, but you shouldn't have to feel like you have to jump through hoops to have somebody not put you in a silent treatment situation. I'm struggling with codependency. I'm afraid to let go of my old coping mechanisms. They could be escaping with alcohol. They go in their room, they turn on the computer, they drink beers until all hours of the night, whatever, and they just tune out. I'm tired of being away from you physically. I'm trying to process my fear so I can come back to you. There is a lot of fear in this connection. There's a lot of, I need to love myself more, or I need to raise my vibration so I have more value, something like that for sure. And then this opinion, you know, other people's opinion of them matters. I mean, it could be as simple as I'm trying to get my father's approval. I want my parents to be proud of me. they're a grown person and they're still waiting for their parents to tell them that they're doing a good job and they're proud of them, you know? So it's like this inner child always looking for somebody telling them that they're good. But I do feel that this is one of those connections. They always come back. I'm trying to figure out this connection. I've never experienced anything like it before. I do feel that. I feel strongly about that. Twin flames, 100%. You will never feel anything like it again. If you have experienced a twin or you're in a twin connection, nothing will ever compare. It's like mind-blowing. Two of Cups, a loving union, loving reunion. I have a Death card, big changes. I've changed so that we can, I know some of you are going to comment saying people don't change, but we do change. And twin flames can learn lessons and they can grow and they can heal and we can reconnect. And that is part of the journey, is that we do that. I have a Justice card. I want to be treated fairly. That God and Goddess, no one person is better than the other. Okay. I just want it to be more balanced. I want to be treated more fairly. And I certainly do not deserve to be given the silent treatment for any reason whatsoever, ever. And I have a Hierophant. So maybe we have been kind of walking around and not really talking about the elephant in the room, which is a commitment. You know, and then there's some resentment underneath that because it never comes up, or I've been with you for a long time and I still don't know where I stand. We've been playing this game for years, and do I keep going, or do I, you know, give up on this connection because I want something else in my lifetime? So maybe the commitment elephant in the room has been really difficult for us. I'm totally brokenhearted and guilty for what I did to you. Okay, so a little bit of apology there, a little bit of I do feel guilt if they've said something or done something. I'm thinking of you until it hurts. That is usually when they come back. They come back when they miss you so much it hurts. They can't live without you. So I do feel like your person is moving in that direction. I do feel like your person is saying to themselves, you know, what am I fighting? Why am I fighting this? I never thought I would be missing you this much. It does hurt. It does hurt. I'm afraid to commit. I need to work on my issues with trust. So the commitment is a problem. The self-identity is a problem. This person has to gain more self-worth for some reason. And it is a feeling of they go off and do it. They want to go off and be alone to do it somehow. That maybe they think they can heal themselves. But the truth is, you guys working together and communicating, they would work on these things and heal a lot faster with some of these things. I realize how much I hurt you and I'm ashamed of my actions. So I do feel like there's a guilt, shame, but Spirit just said they've done this before. Like this is a pattern. They say something, they go off, some kind of silent treatment, blocking the phone, not talking for a few days, and then they come back. Like everything's fine. I just want to love and care for you. That's nice. You need to hear that. You used to hear that all the time, they said. Now you don't hear it as often. So you need to know that this person still loves you. They still want you. You need to tell them you need to hear it if you're not hearing it. I need you to say out loud that you still want to be with me. I promise I will take it slow and let you trust me again. So maybe this person, you know, sees through your eyes, which is nice. That what would I have to do for you to believe me? What would I have to do for you to trust me again? But I do feel that they always come back. I'll commit to that today for some of you. Okay, obviously it's a general reading for everybody, but I will say that the pain I've been through created walls around my heart. So, you know, are they protecting themselves from being hurt? Maybe, but they're a grown up. They can show up in this connection. They can be in this connection. And they can grow, Spirit just said. They can grow and they can learn, which is what they need to do. So, or you both need it. You know, you have things to work on too. You know, you're probably not perfect either, but you have things to work on too. Let's put this out into the universe. Let's have Spirit guide you both. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. I want to thank you for being here. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like button, subscribe, hit the little bell to be notified. Thank you for the comments. I appreciate them. If anyone would like to book a private reading with me, please check out my website at KathyMamolen.com. Check out my second YouTube channel, which I just recently launched. It is Psychic Kathy Mamolen Pick-a-Cards, and it's just for pick-a-card readings. And I will put the link in the description below so you can find that pretty easy. I hope you enjoyed today's reading, and we're just going to let Spirit continue to guide this connection. We'll see you again soon.